Okay. Okay, hopefully you can all hear me, and hopefully you can also hear the game sound, and you can see the game screen, and so on. The delay on this stream is pretty massive. YouTube always is. So, yeah. Now, nothing happening. Everyone's saying nothing happening. See, this is what's wrong with the delay. Just seeing a logo with no sound, that's because you're about 2 minutes behind me. So, sorry it took about 10 minutes longer to get the thing going. Since I rebuilt my streaming box, I sort of, all the authorization I had for Twitch and YouTube, or specifically YouTube, had been reset. So when I started, God, what's the program called? XSplit. When I started XSplit, it didn't know that it was authorized, and I had to reauthorize to YouTube. And of course, YouTube makes you jump through hoops for authorization, which is good. I mean, it's got a lot of security. It's got a double layer of security, which is brilliant. But it can take a little time. So there you go. Yeah, but we're up. We're running. Managed to get my kids at least fed and now into the bath, and the girlfriend has taken over. So I'm going to do some testing. Someone, yeah. Now you can see how big of a delay there is on the chat. Yeah, it's kind of epic, isn't it? So, where we were last time was we were testing out weapons, and I believe we were doing light weaponry, and we'd got as far as dervish. Piercing and blunt weapons covered by light weaponry cause the attack target to fall to the ground if they land a regular non-powered attack hit while the target is attacking. Now, I've been told there are some very fast piercing and blunt weapons, including something called claw. So let's do that then. Player.add item for a 01 EC0D1. Did that give me a claw? A Warforged Daedric Claw for the win. Okay, so this thing is supposed to be... Let's go first person. Ridiculously fast. And we might be able to get... God, you know what? I just had this horrible suspicion that VSync was turned off. But it's not. That's VSyncing. You shouldn't be getting tearing. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm assuming the picture is smooth. I'm only streaming 30 frames a second. Generally speaking... Oh, excuse me. Generally speaking, when doing mod testing, I like 1080p, and 1080p seems to be better at 30 frames a second. I can actually do 1080p 60 frames a second, believe it or not. It is YouTube, isn't it? I'm actually going to try that. I am going to try 60 frames a second, 1080p, just for giggles. Give me a second. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. But I can tell you now, it doesn't work. The YouTube itself refuses to do it. YouTube itself just says, nope, you're not doing it. 30 frames a second. Now, the next question is Is it smooth? Does it look like 30 frames a second? Or is it a bit too jerky? Because it looks jerky to me. But I would say that looks horrible. Yeah, that's God. New streaming rig. New streaming rig. Not quite got it sussed, have I? I have for OBS, but not for this. Okay, that's a bit better. It's still low frame rate, but it's not good, is it? It is not good. As you can see, my frame rate's great. My frame rate's fine. I got 60 frames a second, no jerkiness whatsoever. You've got jerkiness, which is just... That is really odd. I'm just not a lover of XSplit anymore. I'm really going off XSplit on a huge way. But I'll tell you what I'm also going to do. I'm going to wait for 12 hours until there's some sunlight, because it's a bit too dark as well. So there you go. Oh well, I'm gonna look into getting OBS to work with YouTube then. Is that too jerky to watch? It's weird. It looks like it clears up occasionally, and then it just gets really bad. Looks like really. People are saying OBS is greater than XSplit. Not necessarily true. They're different. That's not viewable, is it? That's really... You're surprised I used XSplit over Open Broadcaster for this? Well, that's interesting, but... It's good enough. All right, we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. If it gets too bad, I can try OBS. OBS does have issues. OBS is not better than XSplit, contrary to popular statements. OBS is different. It does seem to function smoother, and I do seem to get less jerkiness, but it is not as powerful. I do have the inability to do things like this. Quite as easy to actually have different panels. At least I've not found a way to do it yet. If somebody... Maybe there is a way of getting stuff like this. So... But anyway. Right, before we carry on testing, I just want to clear up a few things. I'm going to state this in advance so that I don't have to respond to the comments. No, I will not read the manual more carefully. Okay? No, I will not read the manual more carefully. Thank you for suggesting it for the 10 millionth time. No. Sorry, that's not how this works. I have read the front page. I've read the front page once through. There was a lot of details on that once through. Much of it I will have forgotten, and I'm okay with that because I'm testing. And I can guarantee in 99 out of 100 times when people start playing with a mod like this, they will read the front at most once. And I do mean at most, and then they will play. And this is how they will play. And very often they will find bugs that they would not have found had they followed the instructions perfectly and done their homework and read it for 5 hours as if it was an exam the next day. And I am testing. I am trying to find such bugs. I am trying to do things that step outside the expected use by the developer. That is what you do when you test. If you think otherwise, you are not a tester. And I make that statement without qualifying it as in my opinion. I will state that as pretty much a fact. I'm testing, and I am testing how easy this mod is to understand, as well as whether it performs the function it's stated. I did read the front page, which is actually unusual for me. It is very unusual for me. Ordinarily, I would load up a mod, I would read the very basics to understand what it was offering, and then I would install it and try it. I very often don't even read the installation instructions, because I would like to see if I can figure it out without instructions. Again, all part of the test process. If you don't like that, don't watch this video. Sorry. This is not a showcase video. This is not me showcasing a mod. I will be doing things wrong. I will be getting things wrong. It will make things messy. I am testing and I'm streaming it because people said they were interested as to how I test. This is how I test. If you don't like it, please don't watch it. And I don't say that in a nasty way. Wait for the finished video. Thank you. Right, so now we've got that out of the way, so I don't have to answer that question 5,000 times in the comments. So, I want to test this again. So we need to do help bandit. Yeah, help bandit. Place at me FF000 F591. Let's place a bandit. Now, what I've got to do with this is dervish. If I land an attack whilst he is trying to attack, I did then. He was trying to land attack. Did it again. Did it again. Did it again. I'm absolutely convinced I did that. He was trying to land an attack and I hit him. Have I not got to get hit whilst he's doing it? No? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so... You don't like Grandpa Cattle? Oh god, of course each time you do this it changes everything. Help bandit, and we've changed. Which is so weird. Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay. Player dot set AV health 5,000. Okay. Okay, that's no use.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Okay. Why is it? It's. Okay, that definitely. Okay, now that hit while he was hitting. That definitely hit while he was hitting. What am I missing then? What am I missing? What am I missing? Pierce blunt weapons covered by light weaponry cause the attack to fall to the ground if they land a regular non-power attack hit while the target is attacking. See, now what's weird here is how often I can't actually attack. Is it because I'm in third person? But like, for example, I pressed the fire key 5 times there. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's working now. I
can't believe it.
Okay, well that brilliant. It's not quite what I wanted to do. Fine, place at me. Another one.
Oh, ain't this a surprise?
Okay, now that was definitely a hit.
Just a scratch.
No, that was definitely a hit while he was attacking. Okay, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Try a blunt vanilla weapon. Yeah, we tried that. We tried mace and it never happened. And someone said, what you got to do is try it with really fast weapons. And someone said, oh no, you got to try it with really fast weapons. Try it with the claw. And honestly, I'm not seeing it. Oh well, never mind. Penetrate. Blocked power attacks with blade and blunt weapons covered by light weaponry. Reduce the target's armor value by 200 for 5 seconds. So that's with bladed weapons and blunt weapons. Why is it called penetrate? Okay, let's just kill this guy.
That's it. That's all you've got. I'll bury you.
Okay. Basic dagger. No, I don't need to use a basic dagger. We tried dagger. We tried mace. This is not a help stream. This is not a stream for getting help on fixing bugs. It's a stream for testing a mod. Please respect that. And oh, I forgot to assign moderators, didn't I? I did. Yes, that was silly of me. What weapons do I have? Do I have any of them? I've got an iron grates. Ebony sword, arming sword. Okay, so with this, if I try the bow. We've done bows ages ago. Right. Blocked power attacks with blade and blunt weapons covered by light weaponry. Reduce the target's armor by... So that would basically mean just blocking. So I'm not going to be able to see that one. Right. Why is it called penetrate? Oh, Gopher, so young, so innocent. Blocked power attacks with a blade or blunt weapons. Blunt, as opposed to piercing weapons. Good grief. If you guys are trying to make sexual innuendo about penetration and you've missed the fact that I'm talking about how strange that is with this, then you're even weirder than I thought. Piercing and blade weapons covered by light weaponry deal 25% more damage when attacking enemies back within an 80-degree angle. Okay. Within a 120. Okay, so basically, any sharp weapons do more damage when flanking. So if you hit in the side, this probably works very well with sneak. What else have we got? Blood price. Piercing weapons covered by light weaponry deal 30% more damage against bleeding targets. The bleed rank of all pierced weapons covered by light weaponry increases by 1. So this makes piercing weapons actually pierce even more. And if they're already bleeding, right, yeah, if they're already bleeding, you do more damage with each hit. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Okay, just excuse me a second. I just need to block a few people. Yep. And who else? Okay. Okay, let's try and keep the tone of this slightly less, infantile. Thank you very much. So, pierce weapon. Now, pierce weapon. Now, this Daedric Claw is a pierce weapon. So the overall thing here is, if I get him bleeding. How do I actually know if he's bleeding? Actually, isn't it slash weapons that get them bleeding? That's one of the things I think this misses. This is definitely one of the things I think this misses, to be honest. There should be some in-game indication as to whether or not a weapon is bleeding and piercing and so on. You get this chart here. So let's have a look. Swords have a lot of bleeding. Sabres, scimitars, short sword, battle axes. Claws do have bleeding. They have bleeding, defense debug, and stagger. The blunt weapons tend to be more defense debug and stagger. Halberd, a lot of bleed. Oh, a lot of everything, actually. Bastard sword, a lot of bleed, good defense buff, and a lot of stagger. Some of these weapons are actually pretty powerful when you look at them. Okay. So, yeah, no, it was. That was a bleeding weapon. That was a bleeding weapon. Why do some weapons have the class and some do not? Ah. Interesting. I don't actually know. All right. There's a Venn diagram that says which category they're in. I find the chart easier to read. The Venn diagrams, to be honest with you, not that much use. Player dot set AV health to be, let's make it 1,000, and health bandit player dot place at me FF000 F. Let's take a chief F191. And let's make sure we've got the ebony arming sword. No, we want a piercing weapon. We want a piercing weapon. Did I keep any piercing weapons? No, I didn't. Hell. Ebony dagger? That should be pierce. That should be pierce, and it's definitely going to be bleed. So, player, add item 0139 AE1. Bandit Chief, who apparently doesn't necessarily see me as a threat. So, I tell you what. I'm going to save this here as well, because I've got a dagger now. So.
Now ain't this nice?
Now, are you bleeding? How would I know? Do I actually see it? Is there a bleeding effect? Oh, I tell you what. Maybe I should take the skills. That's what I forgot. Now, I've got block. I've even got riposte. Did riposte set them up bleeding? I can't remember. The one thing I really have some troubles with here is getting to certain skills. Blocking with a blade reduces the... Yeah, that doesn't actually do bleed damage. So, blood price.
Death awaits you.
So, do I have any... I don't see it. It's like, should there be a visible... Should there be a... Should there be a visible... Second. Good grief, I tell you what, if I'm doing more damage, she's got a hell of a lot of health. Okay. Right. Okay. Difficult to gauge, going to take its word for it. A lot of these things are going right to black are going to be things that just affect you and you just become more and more effective. It's very, very hard to actually test. Forward powered attacks with blunt weapons covered by light weaponry strike any target not wearing heavy or light head armor down. If the target is wearing head armor, it is instead disoriented for 60 seconds. Only works while the attacker's stamina is above 50%. Okay, so I need stamina to be very, very high, and I need to find an attacker that doesn't have any armor on his head. So let's take a normal bandit, shall we? 5-9.
Hey!
And it was a blunt weapon, right? Iron mace will do. Oh. Unfortunately, he's got... Player, set AV, health, to be 1000. Stamina to be 1000. And drop dead. Let's try 4A.
What do you need?
What do I need? Excellent, you have no headgear and really bad makeup.
Yes?
So, yeah, mages lack headgear, that's also true. Forward power attacks. Okay, actually, forward power attacks, it's got to be, you've got to be like... Okay, that works. You've got to move forward and... That's powerful, but to be honest with you, I don't think that's as powerful as the other knockdown things, like the block knockdown. The block knockdown is really, really powerful, as is the heavy armor one. This one you actually have to hit. You have to hit. And if your stamina is only, let's just change your stamina back to something more reasonable. You won't be doing it very often, as you can... Oh, no, that's probably going to kill her now. So... let's put her again.
What are you looking at?
See, I've already dropped stamina now. Will it activate this time? It doesn't need to, because... Okay. Okay, like, seriously? Okay, because that's not freaky in the slightest. No. Not... Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, I can't even... Seriously? Okay. That's just like... That's not right. Okay. Is that a problem with the skill, maybe? That's going to be amusing, isn't it? Boom! And boom! Boom! Here's the thing, isn't it only supposed to be stamina 60%? Only works while the attacker's stamina is above 50%. Okay. Okay, well, it's definitely not above 50% now. But I'm going to run and sprint and sprint and sprint and sprint, and your stamina is low. That's the idea. I've got no stamina. I have no stamina. And I seem to be able to... Okay, this definitely does not seem to be working either, does it? And... it doesn't... I think... I'm not even power attacking anymore, and now I'm just knocking him over. That's a little odd, isn't it? Isn't that odd? That seems to be odd to me. Let's put another one. And just start...
I'm gonna find whoever did.
Thumping... Okay. Do I have another... Only works if the attacker's stamina is above 50%. Yeah, I am the attacker. The target, if the target is wearing head armor, It is instead disoriented for 60 seconds. If the target, not if the target's stamina is above 50, the attacker, that's me. I'm the attacker. I'm the attacker. Yes, it's the attacker's stamina, and I am the attacker. I've got it. Do I have any other knockdown perks? That's the big question now, isn't it? Sideways powered attacks. Okay, light. Consume unlocks decapitation kill moves. Critical charge. Oh good. Could you guys give me a second? My daughter wants to say goodnight. Daria. Okay. She's just wanted to say goodnight. She's not quite 2 yet. She's 1 and 8 or 9 months. So, well, it's not really good night, Daddy. It's she speaks mostly Norwegian. So, right. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm a little weirded out by this, because all right, you know what? Let's reload. Let's reload. And
Need something?
okay, so no. Oh god. Player.set AV health 31000. Okay. Player.set AV health 1000. 10,000? Did I not actually press it? Okay, yeah, okay, so you shouldn't be hurting me now. Okay. Oh, mind you, she's got headgear on. She's got headgear on. She's got headgear on. She has headgear on. Kill. Go away. Help. Bandit. Player the place at me. FF000 F861. I know I can do mages, but I want someone who stays close by me, right? Oh. I would like someone who lasts ever so slightly longer than that, though.
Never should have come here.
Okay, that didn't knock him over, did it? No, it didn't. Okay, so. Right. Yeah, no, the problem is with the whole mod thing. The problem with the whole mod thing is that I have to assign it each time I bloody stream, believe it or not. It's just, it is just a pretty bad system at the moment. I'm hoping they get it sorted fairly soon. Okay, so... Wait, what? That's the one I want, isn't it? At least. So... Okay, so out of curiosity then, let's take the one without the... Yeah, right. Where's the other one? I thought I just Oh, that's... Right, okay. Let's... summon a chief. F81. Usually chiefs have got head armor. Well, he's got head armor, not a lot else, though, is he? Okay. So, he's got headgear. Why are you running? Okay, that was a pet. Okay. Right, so let's... Chieftain?
Someone do something.
Oh, for the... What? Or you don't have headgear anyway. Neither do you. Why don't any of you have headgear? I mean, you're really annoying me now. Help bandit. We got 8-1. Let's try AB.
I'm going to find whoever did
Is that
this.
headgear? It is. Headgear.
I yield.
Okay, so no headgear, they go flying. Headgear, they... Okay, that's just weird, isn't it? Okay. Alright. So... let's just take the other perks just to make sure it's not... It seems to activate regardless of my stamina, and it seems to activate... It seems to activate regardless of stamina, and it seems to activate regardless of whether or not I'm doing a forward power attack. So, for example, she ignores me. Oh, I was going to test it without that, wasn't I? So she ignores me. Player... we got here? Now you have no headgear, and off you go. Right now, that see, it's very, very repeatable, isn't it? It's very repeatable. The chat window is very, very big. Yeah. Does it really matter? You're not missing much. Could we be civil in the chat? There is a reason I put the overlay over. I want to... Oh, God, is that not really... Right. Go away. I really, really want people to sort of behave, but I also want you to be able to see what's actually happening. The chat may be annoying. I can shrink it in size. But, I mean... To be brutally honest, what are you seeing? What are you missing? More information, you see. Right. So, let's take the same perks. Oh, God. The problem is the shape of the trees now is a little harder to traverse. I'm not totally sure if that's something you can fix. I think it's because he's got... Right, so blood price, let's stay there. And in fact, let's even save it here. Take my mace. And... you've got headgear. Yes. You don't.
Huh? You picked a bad time to get lost.
Alright. I now take to black. Okay. Whoa! And we cartwheel. And I'm not doing a forward power attack. I'm just stood there. I'm completely stood here. And it doesn't seem to matter what stamina I'm at. Run, 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 run. And power attack. Oh, that's the best way of doing it, isn't it? Sprint, 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 sprint. Power attack. Okay, so my power attacks are now low. And I'm not doing a power attack. My stamina's low, and I'm still knocking her around. Whereas the people with
I can take it.
headgear, they're resisting it. So people with headgear are ignoring it. Okay. To black. So, Perkus Maximus. This was light weaponry. Dervish. I'm not totally sure this is working at all. Cause the attacker to fall to the ground if they land. Okay, so did not manage to get it to fire. But that could be... Right, to black. Fires regardless of my stamina or if I am power attacking. Normal attack with mace and stamina 0 still knocks them down, back, and everywhere else. Okay, so yeah, that seems to be an issue. Looks like a badly coded mod. It's not a badly coded mod. It'll just be a mod that's got bugs in it, possibly because of some of the mods I'm using are interacting with it badly, and the mod author didn't see those combination of mods working. There's a whole category of reasons why it might not be working for me, but might work for other people. And ordinarily, you don't see this. This is why there are, there'll be 10,000 people who use a mod and everything goes fine, and then there'll be 10 people who use the mod and find bugs, and they'll report them. And very often you'll get the idea that there are more people with bugs than not, because the people who don't have bugs don't say anything. The vocal negative minority tend to swamp. Now what you're doing is you're watching me uncover these bugs, but we have not ascertained whether they're bugs with the mod directly, bugs with the mod when coupled with my setup, and so on. You can't be judging a mod during the testing phase. Having said that, yes, there are a couple of things that do, at the moment, to me, look like they're bugs. But do not take that as gospel. Honestly, seriously, I'm testing. I am doing what is literally in our business called monkey testing. Monkey testing. You sit a semi-intelligent monkey at the computer and see if it can figure out your program. That is what I'm doing at the moment. A sort of slightly more intelligent version of it, but that's what I'm doing. This is the most brutal form of testing going, because it uncovers the type of bugs you might not uncover when doing focus testing. It also gives you an evaluation of how easy your mod software is to use. So yeah, there's a lot of factors involved. The archery perk is bugged to me, not to others. Yeah, okay, so there you go. Right. Alright. So, then let's move on. And test. Oops. Okay, a Skype message. Okay. Right. Blindside guard, blood pressure, 2 black. Right, rising wings, unblocked, regular attacks with blade weapons, covered by light weaponry, increase your attack and movement speed by 3% for 4 seconds. Stack with itself. Okay, that sounds fun. Blade weapons. Now, I don't know whether this counts as a blade weapon or a pierce weapon. Probably both, but let's absolutely make sure we've got... Right. Okay. Player.set AV health to be 1,000. Okay, so each time we hit with this, if it's unblocked, we get faster and faster. Oh, look. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. She blocked it. She blocked it. She didn't block that. No, she's blocking. I can see. You can see it in the heads-up display. Seriously, have I only got 1,000? How much damage are you doing?
We are routed.
What? Why are you? Oh, is this because I got 10,000 health? Is it triggering a script to go and compare my health to his health? Oh my god, he's a monster. Probably. Okay. Help. Bandit. Player dot place at me FF00 F5A1. What? You're missing a 0.
Somebody help.
What? Somebody help. Why are you all running off? Okay, now that wasn't blocked, so... Now she blocked that one and it refreshed. And she blocked that one, you see? Okay, that seems to be bugged as well. No, that wasn't. That was a power attack. Okay. That's... Yeah. Right. Are we getting... Really? Does Gopher ever do gameplay streams? Yes, over on Twitch, usually. Okay. That's not looking hopeful for that one as well, is it, actually? Let's... Rising Wings, that one was. Rising Wings, unblocked regular attacks. That seems to fire even when they block me. And Mastery, Combat Sense, grants lesser power. Combat Sense, usable once after resting. Once activated, time is slowed down by 25% and attack and movement speed are increased by 15% for 20 seconds. Once it wears off, stamina is reduced to 0. Okay, let's try that one out then. So... Combat Sense. Let's have a look what it says. For 20 seconds, time is slowed down by 25%. Movement speed is increased by 25, usable. Now, slowed down by 25% means I'm moving at 75% time slowed down, and my movement speed is increased by 25% means I'm slightly faster. Okay?
Never should have.
No, I think that's not 25% slowed down. I think that's slowed down to 25%. I think this is the same problem. Boom! I think that's the same problem. The heavy armor perk has as well. All right, so we had Rising Wings. Seems to fire regardless of if they block. And Combat Sense seems to slow down to 25%, not by 25%. Now, that could actually be deliberate. Here's the thing. This, I actually don't mind. If it's supposed to... Time is slowed down by 25. If it's supposed to slow it down by to 25%, I'm okay with that. Because honestly, it's a once a day power. It's a once a day power. You slow down to 25%. But I would find that acceptable, actually. That wouldn't be overpowered. I don't consider that one overpowered because that's your mastery skill. That's your mastery skill. And it's a once per rest period thing. So you can't really abuse that the same way as you could with, if you remember the heavy heavy armor one. We had one here. Which one was it? Which one was it? I may actually have not put... Okay, here. Just Rage, which was a level 40 and 55 skill, and it slows... supposed to slow down time by 10% when your health triggers to 45%. The thing is, it slowed it down to 10%. And for such a low-level skill, that occurs constantly. I mean, that was permanent. This was a massive slowdown. This was, you know, you literally were a super being. You were literally a super being just wandering around killing everyone. This to me is obviously a bug. This should have been slowed down by 10% as it said, but it was slowing it down to 10%, and that's a huge difference. For the one with light weaponry, I suspect it possibly should slow you down to 25%. It's just that that's a description problem. So I will submit that as a bug to him, but honestly, I'm not totally sure it is. I'm not totally sure it's an actual bug. Right, someone's complaining about Falscar. Just please complain about Falscar elsewhere. This is a testing session for PerMa. Will I ever play another Stalker game? Yes. Please, though, guys. I know you've got a load of questions you want to ask me. You're supposed to be helping me out with PerMa. You're supposed to be helping me out test PerMa here. So comments about the PerMa testing if possible. Otherwise, save the other comments for another time. Thanks. So there you go. Okay, have we still got the stream? I'm seeing buffering. Gonna refresh mine. Oh god. Don't make me come and tell you all off. Right. Go for assign mods. I will. The big problem is it's not that easy to assign mods. It is really not that easy to assign mods whatsoever. So, it's YouTube. It's not easy, believe it or not. Is SKYRIM dead now? No, not at all. I'm still using it on Richard. Will PerMa replace it? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. In my opinion, PerMa has a couple of balance issues and a few minor bugs, and they do seem to be minor. They do seem to be minor, but probably they need to get looked into. But yeah, I think it'll replace. I think it'll replace SKYRIM, definitely. So, heavy weaponry time. Weapons covered by heavy weaponry deal 20% more damage. And it also increases damage to light weaponry as well. So, oh, we were. Tell you what, let's just double check it's all working. It is terrible for mod and mods tools, but they've promised us they're going to improve at it. 66 damage. So we will see if they actually manage to keep their promise. 92, so there you go. We have now increased damage with this weapon, but we've also increased damage on one-handed weapons as well, just because the seals have some crossover. So, yeah, right. The other thing about PerMa, and I think this is probably important, is it is modular. So, for example, if you're not that keen on what you've seen from the warrior side of things, but you like the mage side of things, which I've not even tested yet, you can just use the mage type of things. So you can pick and choose which aspects of it you like. I do like that idea, actually. So, right. Two-handed weapons. So what have we got next? Open wound. All bladed weapons have their bleed rank increased by 1 on all attacks. Now, what this is, as far as I can gather, is... Remember that chart I showed you early on? All weapons have a bleed rank between 0 and 3. This just increases them all by 1 if it's a bladed weapon. Which means you get more bleed. And seeing as several of the... If you remember, several of the armor skills actually reduce bleed. I'm trying to remember where it was... Yeah, here we go. Heavy, secure shell while wearing a heavy cuirass. Bleed and debuff rank of incoming attacks is reduced by 1. So heavy armor, that perk, you start reducing the effect of bleed, for example. Light armor, I can't remember if it had it. It might have. I've actually still got light armor. Free movement, clear mind. Ah, you know what? I should probably remember that I've actually got these perks just in case any of these somehow... No, I don't think so. Sometimes the perks might be mixing together and it might actually have been something I could have reported when I report bugs, but I don't think anything here is actually going to affect it. So, yeah, okay. Gopher, is an i5 5690K better than your CPU? Which one? I believe I've got a 4690K in my render rig. I have a 3570K in my gaming rig. And yes, the 4000 series is slightly better than the 3000, but it's pretty small. Okay. What else do we have? Crushing Impact. All blunt weapons ignore 30% armor. 40%. All blunt weapons ignore 40% armor. Against targets wearing no body armor, all blunt weapons ignore 100%. So if they're wearing like a helmet, a shield, the whole thing, but they're naked in the body, like, you know, hey, look at me, I'm a naked barbarian, but I have a helmet on. They have no armor. I like that idea. I'm not sure I would test that. Hit things that have heavy armor on, I suppose. Let's have a look. Heartseeker. All piercing weapons reduce the target's health by 3% of their current health with every unblocked. So that just adds extra damage. But it's actually the piercing weapon. Ooh, 6%. Here's the thing. This means if they don't block, they take 6% of their current health. Does that include dragons? Because if that does include dragons, theoretically that means you could kill any dragon with a dagger if you hit it about 14 times, is it? 15 times? Or would, no, close to 16 or 17 times. You could kill a dragon because you're hitting 6% of its health. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? That would be unfortunate.
What do you want, Imperial?
How do I turn God mode on without... Is it TMI? Toggle Immortal or something? Tim. Immortal mode, right. This means I can't die, but it's not God mode, so I still use stamina and stuff. Alright. Help. Dragon. Yeah. Nah. Help. Ancient dragon. Blaze at me. F811C1. Oh, help. Dragon. Rend. Is it all one word? Shoot. So shoot. Player.add spell 44250. How do I add spells? 254. 44254. Spell Dragon Rend. Okay. Okay, I don't have Dragon Rend. Because I don't have shouts unlocked. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? I don't suppose you'd come down here, would you? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Come, right down, right down, right down. No. Come down. When it... I did write... oh, immortal means I can't die. I can still lose health, though, right? I can still lose health. Could you land? I'd like to hit you with a dagger. Oh. Player.add shout. Does that mean... Oh, I think right add. There was actually a command add shout. I've never actually done that before, believe it or not. Hey, look at that Dragon Rend! Oh god, we don't have any bloody souls. How do I get dragon souls? Daggers aren't heavy weapons. Oh! It's got to be a piercing weapon. Hell... Spear. Player.add... Item... 4A01 E6 D9 short spear. Please tell me that's not something I throw. Nice! Thing is, I can't remember how tough dragons are supposed to be, but I do have deadly dragons installed. And that seemed remarkably easy. So I'll tell you what, let's put another one. And this time use an ebony greatsword. So am I right in assuming that is a two-handed weapon, by the way? That is... Oh, no, it's not, is it? Oh, yes, it is. No. Oh, it is. No, it's a one-handed weapon. So that wasn't even firing. God, they're wimps. They're wimps. Okay, I need a two-handed spear then. God, really? Help. Oh, did I take... Short spear. Help. Long spear. Oh. Okay, help. Spear. Go up. Do we have dwarven short spear, short spear, short spear? Icy spear, icy spear. Don't want a spear. Reekling spear, splitter, trident. Oh, for... Okay, it's got to be piercing. It's got to be heavy. Could you just excuse us? We're having a moment. What weapon? Someone look it up for me. Doesn't it say all piercing weapons? Well, it kind of does say all piercing weapons. All piercing weapons reduce the target's health by 6%. It doesn't say the heavy weapons, which you would imagine it should be, but... Right, we've got deadly... Oh, do I even have deadly dragons? Oh, no, I've uninstalled deadly dragons for the... Okay, well, let's... Come here. If I hit him with this, he's barely noticing. Look at that. Look, did you see how little health was going from him? That was with my mace. My mace isn't exactly brilliant, 32, but it's not that far off. Okay, ebony sword and... Right. The ebony sword actually does the exact same damage as the Skyforge steel short spear. Let's see which does more damage against this thing. Halberd. We can try a halberd. Let's see what does more damage. Could you land? Oh, wait. I got me out. Use dragons. Yes. I can't remember how the hell to. I can't. No, just use dragon souls to unlock it. Yes. The problem is I don't quite remember how the hell to do it. To be honest, I can't remember what the bloody key is. I can't remember what the bloody key is. One dragon soul. Use dragon souls to unlock shouts. I'm trying. I can't even remember. Okay. Land again. We want to test this out. Land, please. Press R. I doubt that's going to work, but we can try it. Nope. I didn't think that would work. Yeah, you'll have to tell me what R normally is. What is R normally? What does R normally do? Okay, give me a sec. Player dot teach word 44251 2 and 3. 2 and 3. That's what I'm being told. Yeah, we got it. We don't have it unlocked. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I got the shout. I've now got the word. It's the sheath. It's the sheath command. Yeah, well, spend soul. Now I can spend it. Yes. Right. Now I need 2 more bloody dragon souls. Land. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Right. So that's chipping away. Right. Now let's do the spear. Look at the difference in the spear. Now the ebony sword. The ebony sword's knocking him down, but now spear. The thing is with the spear, I also thought there was a slight delay in the damage. Watch, if I hit him, it does a little damage and then a jump. Yeah, look at it. Watch. Whereas with the ebony sword, I hit and it instantly goes. Watch again. You see a double pip. It's working, and it's any pierce weapon. You think you're funny? Do you think you're funny? Yeah, there's a small problem with the immortal thing now, isn't there? I'm kind of bugged. Has he thrown me into the air? Son of a... Okay. The spear is doing more damage, and it's got 2 things. So you can see the. No, it's not bleed damage. I'm sure you can get bleed damage, but what's actually happening is you can see it very, very predictably. I hit with a sword, and it takes 1 pip of damage. And then I wait and nothing else happens. I hit it with this spear and it takes a double pip. So he seems to fire even on the spear. So does that perk kill anything in 14 hits? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure because... Right. Crushing impact. That's we've done. 3% of their current health, not their maximum health. So the more health they have, the more damage it does. Once they get pretty low, it's probably next to nothing. So it's not losing 6% of its total health. So I suppose in the end that kind of works. Which is why the pip looked smaller and smaller towards the end, I assume. I don't know, to be honest. Let's try the halberd. Halberd. Player.add item 4A01EA661 and teach word. And not that we're going to be able to use it anyway. Summon him again and go for the Warforged Steel Halberd. Now this is definitely two-handed. So, did I actually take the correct? I did. You're pretty sure the second pip is bleeding. Why did it only affect the spear and not the sword? Doesn't the sword have bleeding as well? I thought it did. I might be wrong. Perk sounds kind of broken. I don't think so. I don't think so, actually. I think... Oh! Oh, no. I want immortal mode. No. You gonna land yet? You gonna land? Nice, right. Look at that. I don't think that's bleed. I think that's this script going on. See? Double pip. Double pip each time. I don't think that's bleed. We can test it though. We can test it if you'd like. We can definitely test that by just getting the halberd and summoning the bloody dragon right now. Okay, let's test that theory. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, I think that the damage it's taken is too predictable. It's too large, especially when we first hit. On the first hit, it took quite a lot of damage because it took 6% of its total health, its maximum health. Whereas towards the end, probably didn't make that much difference because it's 6% of its current health. So it seems... Oi, really? I'm feeling pretty ignored right now. Do you know what? Fire breath looks really impressive from a distance. Come on! Land! 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 Don't make me no clip! God damn it. Are you coming? Land! Nice! See? No second hit. No second hit. One hit. It's not that powerful then. It's not that powerful because, as you saw... Oh, I tell you what though, it's going to be more powerful when used against things like Deadly Dragons. Because of course Deadly Dragons gives these things 10 times more health. And so that initial pip will be barely scratching it. But then the amount it gets from... whatever it was called, Heartseeker, will be noticeable. Will be noticeable. Okay. Well, no, it works. It works as advertised. And I don't think it's too powerful, although I think its power varies on difficulty. So if you're playing on master difficulty, it's going to have a bigger effect because, of course, it's a percentage of the guy's total health. So when he starts off pretty healthy, you'll knock him down faster than you would have. Sweep. Sideways, heavy weaponry weapon, power attacks, hit all targets in front of you. I like it. Oh, I'll tell you what. Halberd is piercing too. Yes, it is. That's why we're using it. It's not bleed. It is not bleed. We have confirmed that it is not bleed. Let's take the halberd again. And this time... these, take Heart Seeker. Take two of that. And sweep! Right, so I'm going to save this. And help. Bandit. Place at me. FF. 000 EEB 4.
Need something?
And it was sideways power attacks, right? Sideways power attacks. Hit all targets in front of you. Okay, that didn't. Oh, did that hit too? No. That hit too. That hit them. That hit them. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sneezing. Okay. The sweet perk might be vanilla. Might be. It might be. Yep. I don't know. I've never really been big into power attacks on the like, you know, the moving power attacks. Never been big into them at all. I much prefer the standing power attacks. I don't like the way the game moves when you do moving power attacks, to be honest. You lose total control. Power attacks with weapons covered by heavy weaponry deal 20% more damage, and we can start chopping people's heads off. When performing power attacks, the debuff rank of any weapon, okay, just a generic one, great critical, unlocks running power attacks for weapons covered by... Okay, so I can't do running power attacks? It means sprinting power attacks, doesn't it? Okay, so if I unlock that... I think this is the vanilla one, to be honest. No? Okay, yeah, sorry. It's that little jumpy thing, right? It's that little jumpy thing? Yep. Okay. And when performing power attacks, the stagger rank of any weapon covered... Right, so this does even more stagger. Which means... Where are you going? Come here, you. I want to stagger. Okay. Consider yourself staggered. Right. So... What do we have on the other side? From Sweep, we also have Warbringer. Backwards heavy weapon power attacks strike the target to the ground. Works once per target. Additionally, backwards heavy weapon power attacks against targets below 30% deal 3... Okay, so that's going to kill anything that's low. When performing heavy forward... When performing heavy weaponry weapon power attacks forward, time is slowed down by 50%. Okay. That could be interesting. Player dot set AV stamina. Oop. Stamina 1000. Thank you. So. Okay, so I get slowdown after it. Oh no, I get it during it. I actually get it during it. Okay. And here we go. Well, actually, in that case, I didn't go afterwards. All right. Is that a dragon? That's probably a dragon, isn't it? Help bandit. All right, let's look for the one with 4. There we go, 4 bandits.
I'm gonna find whoever
Okay.
did this.
So if I go back.
This should be good.
I gotta try and. Could you attack me, maybe? Thank you.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Just. Yeah. Oh, that knocked him down. Did I? Ah, it's because it killed him. Okay. Could one of you please attack me? Hi. Okay. Ready?
Bad time to get lost, friend.
Okay. No, that killed him. Okay.
I smear you won't leave here alive.
Okay. No, that killed. Could one of you survive slightly longer?
That's your back, huh?
Oh God. No. Bandit chiefs, not very tough. Help. Something that's tough that doesn't bloody fly. Centurions. Master Centurions. There we go. Player place at me. FF000B911. Oi, come here. Attack me, I'm behind you. Thank you. Okay, that knocked him over. That knocked him over. No, it didn't. It killed him. What the? It says, backwards power attacks strike them to the ground. If the target's below 30%, it does 300% more damage. Seriously, I'm... I'm annihilating everyone. Right. Set AV health 10,000.
More. Don't hurt me again.
Okay. Ah, that's the way to do it. I've set his health to be stupid. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Nice one. No, it's only supposed to work once per target, isn't it? Isn't it only supposed to work once per target? Works once per target. Additionally, backwards, heavy weapon attacks. Alright, okay. I'm knocking over it. It said works once per target. No. That's definitely working multiple times per target. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, okay. That I think that seems to work no matter how many times I do it, doesn't it? That seems to be working no matter how many times I do it. Heavy weaponry. Which one was that? Heartseeker, Boiling Point, Crushing Impact, Warbringer. Seems to work multiple times on the same target. But the other one worked just fine. Okay. Bandit Chiefs are not that tough. This is true, and if you're doing a power attack with a halberd when you've got 100 skill in heavy weapons, you kind of expect to be able to insta-kill Bandit Chiefs, to be honest. Right. No, I've got a 980. Okay, so almost finished testing the heavy weapons as well, which is nice. So what else was that? Wall breaker. All heavy weaponry power attacks destroy the target's shield if it is blocking. Testing that one. Okay.
Huh?
Can you block me? Block me. Okay, no, it's got to be a power attack. It's got to be a power attack. It's got to be a power attack. Okay. Yes! Oh. Okay, that broke her shield. I'm going to guess that when I loot her... Why can't I loot her? Oh, I can now. She has a shield that happens to be broken, maybe? Okay, no, she doesn't. I can still use it. So I can still loot it. Okay, you don't actually break the shield, but you cause it. They disarm, basically. Okay, fair enough. I guess that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, people would complain that. Yeah, you broke my loot. I don't know, break my loot. Okay. I am using the E&B Seasons of Skyrim, yes. So let's have a look. What else have we got? Piercing and blunt heavy weapons. Powered attacks boost your attack speed by 4% and attack damage by 6% for 5 seconds if they connect. This bonus stacks. And it doesn't... Powered attacks. It's only powered attacks, okay? Only powered attacks. Help. Centurion. I think they're actually tougher, so... Player dot place at me FF000 B71. Right. So it's got to be a power attack. That didn't work. Oh. This is piercing, isn't it? Isn't this a piercing weapon? Isn't this a piercing weapon? Piercing and blunt heavy weaponry weapons. Power attacks boost your attack speed by 4% and attack damage by 6 for 6%. I'm not getting the... Okay. Immersive HUD, activation, crosshairs are always on, active effects always on. They should have come on in combat anyway. Okay, how about bandit then? Help. Bandit. Place at me. FF000 F191.
Do something.
That's a normal attack. Oh.
I'm going to find whoever.
Okay.
Now, ain't this a surprise?
Did I get any bonus there? No. Difficult one. It's a halberd. Yeah, piercing, blunt, and bladed, right? Piercing and blunt heavy weapon powers. So this classifies. Yeah, I'm sure they're slashing. I mean, well, I don't know actually, but definitely piercing because we know it's piercing from the testing earlier. It was triggering the. It was triggering Heartseeker, so it triggers Heartseeker. So it's definitely. It really should show the bonuses under active effect, shouldn't it? So Reaper's Verdict, effect not showing in the effect, but maybe it's there. But I think I should note that one down because, of course, the effect did appear with the other one. Boiling point. While wielding a blade or blunt heavy weapon, Each incoming hit has a 10% chance to trigger a 50% heavy weaponry debuff damage buff that lasts for 12 seconds. Okay. Scarred. Blade and piercing heavy weaponry weapon powered attacks mark the target as scarred. Scarred targets take 10% more damage from everyone. Okay. Great Cleave. Oh, weapon blade heavy weaponry attack. Now, does the halberd count as a bladed weapon as well? Well, we don't actually need to worry about that because, of course, we do actually have an ebony broadsword. Let's place at me bandit. Let's do 4.
Yes. What?
It's the normal heavy attack, right?
To find whoever should have come here.
That hit all of them! Yay! So it's not just the power attacks now. It's any attacks. Yep, that got 2 of them. Excellent, excellent. And I don't want to wait. Sorry. And the other one was. These just
Stab you in the back.
These just had a debuff. While wielding, each incoming hit has a 10% chance to trigger a 50% heavy weapon debuff. While wielding a blade or blunt heavy weapon, each incoming hit has a 10% chance to trigger a 50% heavy weaponry damage buff. Oh, right. This is if they are using those. That's if they're using these. So this guy here. Oh, I forgot to immortal. Okay. Anyway, that's right. Okay. Quickly, I want to go and report that last one. Not Great Cleave. Reaper's Verdict. Reaper's Verdict. Not appearing in active effects. Okay. And yeah. I know it's a buff. It's if they attack me with a two-handed weapon that's of the right type, I get a basically a boost to my two-handing skill or something. But it's only 10%. A little harder to spot coming, but let's have a look at the last few. So we need to take these. I do like Great Cleave. That's kind of cool. Right, Reaper's Gambit. Piercing heavy weaponry weapons powered attacks are 10% weaker and cost 25% less stamina. I'm not 100% sure. Does that mean I do less damage, but I use less stamina? 15% weaker and costs 4. Okay, so really then it uses less stamina each time I do a 40%, but I do 15% less. 15% less damage each hit. To be honest, though, that's still pretty good because with only using 40% less stamina, I can pretty much keep spamming the power attacks for quite some time. And they do stagger. That's actually pretty powerful. I like that. I've got SSDs for my games. Final Breaker. Enemies below 70% health take 25% more damage from blunt heavy weaponry weapons. Enemies below 50% take 40% more damage from blunt heavy weaponry weapons. Okay, that seems pretty... It's just the less health they have, the more damage they take. It's the finisher skill. And grants the lesser power warrior heart, usable once after resting. When activated, weapon damage dealt grows inverse proportional to the user's remaining health, up to a maximum factor of 2 at half health. Additionally, attack speeds grow inversely proportional to user's remaining health. Okay. So the less health I have, the more damage I do, and the faster I'm attacking. Let's have a look at this then. Great sword, 92 damage. Tim. Help. Bandit. Player dot place at me FF 000 F5410.
Never should have come.
Okay, so and have a look at this. I am now doing 92 damage. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Taking a bit of a beating. 128. I now do 128 damage. Somebody just killed me. Yes, I've just had my head chopped off. I've had my head chopped off. That was a different super kill. Someone else has killed me. I'm not getting much chance to actually do any damage. Yeah, I'm on fire and I have no head. Just a flesh wound. It is nothing to worry about. Because oddly enough, I've got loads of stamina. I have got loads of stamina. And I'm doing tons of damage. I am literally doing tons of damage. Who needs a head? When you do 144 damage per hit. Yeah, what was that? Oh, okay. Because so that was a crushing my neck stump strike, was it?
Huh?
Hello. And, yeah, I think that's where we leave it. Oh my God.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
You're going to find whoever did this. I'll give you a clue. He's a man who may have some fairly distinctive scarring around the neck area.
What do you want, Imperial?
I don't know. Do you have a comb? Okay. Right. So, yeah. Right. We have now tested light weaponry and heavy weaponry pretty thoroughly and seen the perks in action.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Hands I have.
Let's see.
Hands
There's
I
a new
have.
museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Okay.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay, well, thanks. Yeah, the people of Skyrim really are pretty nonchalant about things, aren't they? So, look for your head. Do you think my head will be around here somewhere? Okay. What?
Huh?
Are you stood on my head? You might be stood on my head. That would be unfortunate. That would... Oh, guys, could you just give me a second? I need to go and... Back in a second. Oh, sorry about that. One of the other kids wanting to go to bed. Right. Yeah, no, she didn't see the image. There's a safety gate they can't get past to get in here. They can get to the door and they can talk to me, but they can't actually get in the room. So, yes. So, we're going to leave it there. We are going to leave it there on this freaky moment, and I've still got loads more to test for PerMa, obviously. I even have a tiny bit more to test for the smithing. That should be a very fast test. That should probably only take me half an hour to just do a quick look and see what smithing does. I'm assuming that. So I'll probably organise a very fast stream sometime soon where I just check out smithing, and then I'll have finished the warrior module. And then what I'm probably going to do is look through the documentation a little bit more. I'm also going to submit some of my findings to the mod author, see if he concurs, agrees, or perhaps he can say, oh, no. The reason that happened is because you're an idiot and you should have done such and such a thing instead. Because it is more than possible. I feel like I've learned so much. I feel like I've learned how to stand up without a head. So, yeah, and go outside TMI and see if he dies. Oh, yeah, that might be worth it. Put on a helmet, I'm still wearing one. Put on a novice hood. Did it change anything anywhere? I can't see if something changed somewhere. So anyway, new pumping iron feature, regrow your head. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see. And turn off immortality. Nope, I actually could play the game now. I could actually play the game. And it would allow me to play headless. I have to know now. I do actually have to know. What happens if I load it? Is it possible? No! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh! Oh God! Is that going to stay like that? I got to try that out. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. It is now possible to play a character that has actually had his head chopped off. Unfortunately, if you look, his hair's disappeared. His hair has disappeared, and you can see through his ears. But you know what? If you started off playing a character that was bald, if you played a character that was bald and managed to get this animation on him, and then saved it and reloaded it, you could actually have a character that had his head sewn back on. Brilliant, brilliant. Yes. Wait, leather helmet off. No! You take the helmet off and it fixes it. It's the helmet. The helmet's gone. You can't have... That's it. I'm no longer allowed to have helmets.
What do you want, Imperial?
I'm like, if I jump, will it fall off? As long as I don't have a helmet, I have hair. He can never have helmets ever again, because if he does, his head will roll off. Jan Erik is now having to balance his head on his neck. He's gotten very good at it, but as soon as he puts a helmet on, his head has problems. Too dark. Well, it's night time. Oh my God. People complaining that can't see the headless man. Dear, oh dear. Oh my God. If it's buffering, just reload. There you go. It's nice and bright now. Now you can... Oh, how awesome is that? Anyway, use a shout. I actually don't think I can. I need to unlock one. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You learn something new. You learn something new every day. Nearly headless Eric. Oh dear. So, yeah, right. Thank you for joining me. I will see you for the next live stream if you care to join me for that one too. Although God knows. They seem to be getting dafter.